Show me some love. Subscribe to my channel. Oh yeah, I am not responsible for anything that's gonna be said in this video. Rise and shine. It's 4:30, 4 in the morning. It's wake up time. Mm. You ain't woke yet? Mm. I ain't went to sleep. Oh my God, I ain't went to sleep. All right, check this out. It's hard times right now, and I'm on the move. I'm on the groove. I'm in the move of things. How you doing? Miss D-Lo, good morning, good morning. I see you live by the 4 a.m. rule, just like me. Yeah, it's another day, another dollar, time to get it. Hey, a lot of people don't understand. So, the only thing that happened to a dreamer is a dream. A lot of people sleep too much. A lot of people be too lazy laying around doing nothing with their life and wasting time. And time is too valuable to be wasting. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Show me some love. Early in the morning, I'm on my first pot of coffee. Good morning. Rise and shine. Good morning. Rise and shine. I said good morning. Rise and shine. I said good morning. Rise and shine. Straight black coffee time. Yeah, I like my coffee the way I like my women. You gotta be this bold to understand me. Like, come on in, push that like button. Rise and shine every time. Time to wake and bake. Put some Bob Marley in the air. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't know what I'm talking about, that means you might not be in the position that I'm in to be able to do this type of stuff. But I'm herbally connected to life, to the world. My name is Mr. Snagglepuss, the comedian. I am a real stand-up black comedian, black Republican. As y'all can see, I've been supporting Donald Trump before Donald Trump thought about running for president. I was one of the ones that encouraged him to do it. Like, you ought to do it, Mr. Trump. Like, how y'all doing? Push that like button. You said put it in the wind, baby. It's time to, yeah, it's time to, I call L burner, time to light up, fire up for all the ones that's 420 friendly and not a 420 hypocrite. Like, if you understand what 420 is, it is 420 in the morning and it is time to wake and bake. This is what I do. I'm Jamaican. I'm Rastafarian by religion. So a lot of people ask, how do you be Rastafarian? Half of y'all gotta be reborn again. Like, you can't be white and Rastafarian. Nah, you see, Rastafarian is a special people that God chose to understand and be able to communicate with, and we able to communicate with God. See, our religion is a lot better than all the other religions because our religion is the truth, the way, and the light. So if you don't like it, then keep studying your religion. If you are intrigued or open-minded, or you wanna learn more, you can ask me a lot of more questions, and I can give you the answers to Rastafarians. And if you want to be a Rastafari, yeah, a lot of y'all gotta be reborn again. Come on in, push that like button. You can't lead a Democrat to logic, but you cannot make but you cannot make them think. Let me tell you something. First of all, I am an intellectual. And to be an intellectual, you got to be able to intelligently connect with people. You know what I mean? And because I am blessed with a special gift from God, you know, I intelligate a lot of people. And if you don't understand the word intellicated, uh, intellicate, um, that is a word that simply means how to intelligently educate a person. And so, since I'm an intellectual, and sometimes I got to, educate a lot of the people. See, I can take a third grade Democratic follower, because most of them got like a third, fifth grade level, mental understanding. So if you can mentally adapt your mindset to break down to their level, you can communicate with them. When you get down there, you're gonna realize, hey, man, y'all really low. You really think low. Your mind is small. But at the same time, I gotta come down here so I can communicate with y'all. You know what I mean? Med Squad, U.S. Navy veteran here. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, you know what time it is. Marine Corps. Marine, stand up. You already know we are the best. How you doing? Push the like button. If you ever killed somebody for this country, push that like button. If you ever been brainwashed to serve this country, push that like button. Yeah, yeah, push that like button. Cause I have too. I served in the Marines. I'm a Marine, and always will be a what? Marine. Yeah, how y'all doing? Push that like button. Graduated with honors from American Military University, BA in political science. Trump for 2025 is going down. Yeah, I feel you, brother. Mad Squad. All right, remembering the Rosenbergs. Yeah, I remember the Rosenbergs. Semper Fi Devil Dog. Simple. Semper Fi Devil Dog. Okay. Here in my brother. What's up, my brother from another mother? Hey, pure Alaska. Hey, you know what I like about Alaska? 98% of all citizens in Alaska, guess what they own? A gun. Yeah. Even though half of them won't shoot because they froze in the snow. But they own guns in Alaska. Look like Snoop. Sound like Pop. Another intelligent brother. God bless you, man. I don't think Snoop Dogg or Tupac was intelligent, honestly. Like, that's my opinion. Actually, Tupac fucked up my whole life, and I blame my whole prison, my thug life, the tattoos I got on my body on Tupac. Like, I tell everybody, he mentally influenced my generation to be thugs. Like, I don't think that was an intelligent thing or something to praise. That man really destroyed. I know a lot of black men lives got destroyed listening to Tupac. And so when it's all said and done, Tupac was a puppet for them to manipulate us psychologically to think that we thug life, outlaws, we live in this way, that type of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you. But when I sit back and I think about the dumb shit that I used to do when I was a child, the dumb music that I used to listen to, I blame the artists that I was listening to because they was the one that was influencing my mindset with the bullshit they was putting in their music. But a lot of people think, oh man, you doing the wrong thing. Oh man, fuck that. Yeah, fuck that. Even though I know they was just like Martin Luther King, they was used as puppets. They, every rap song that's ever created, it goes before a panel of white people to be approved before it'll be released into the public. And they have to have certain elements in it psychologically to be able to connect to young black youth, black men. And see, they ain't gonna release it unless the psychological elements is in that song. See, a lot of people don't understand how they psychologically control all of us. For real, with religion. Religion is the biggest problem we have in America, the biggest problem we have in the world, because a lot of people got mixed thoughts, mixed ideologies, mixed mindsets. They thinking that their religion is better than this religion, their religion is righter than this religion, and guess what? All them religions is wrong. because they all was created by man. Yeah, the devil created religion. Yeah, the devil created the Bible. And when I tell people that, they be like, oh, Snag, you talking about the Bible. That's the word of God. No, the fuck it ain't. That's the word of man that was psychologically written to control man. And a lot of men keep reading it every day thinking that that's the word of God. And it's not. It's not. It's not. And anybody that agree to believe that what I'm talking about is a fact, that story in there talking about Jesus was born on Christmas Day under the sun, and 3 wise men came and gave him a handful of gold. Mm-hmm. Y'all believe that shit y'all want to. Y'all psychologically controlled. Y'all are programmed. That is the major component that keeps y'all programmed into they programs. Like, y'all got to disconnect, bro. Like, if you ain't disconnected, you would never understand me. Like, I swear to God, like, y'all think I am against the grain on every motherfucking thing. That's why I like Trump. That's why I like Trump. God put people like us here to go against the friction, to show y'all what they doing ain't right. And if you like him, you gonna choose the right path and walk it and talk it. I don't give a fuck how you don't like it. It is what it is. I'm a man of God. I'm a child of God. And guess what? I don't know no broke children of God. And if you broke, you woke up miserable, you ain't got no bills paid, your girlfriend done did some bullshit, guess what? You ain't a child of God. Because children of God is completely happy, stress-free, worry-free, bill-free, goddamn everything free. On me, God, that's what he say. Hey, as long as you serve me and put me first and give me 10%, you know what he want? 10%. That's all he want. Just give him 10%. Yeah, 10% of your time. Acknowledgement of him being the Lord of your life, the savior of the world. Like, a lot of people don't understand that shit. But the more I talk, I'm gonna wake you niggas up. It's early in the morning. It's too early in the morning for this shit. It's too early in the morning. Y'all get mad at me when I tell y'all the devil wrote the Bible, huh? Y'all niggas is stupid, for real. And I'm gonna tell you, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure out or, put 2 and 2 together. The devil wrote the Bible. The devil wrote all religions, beliefs, and how they believed, how to get closer to God. Like, and y'all sitting there every Sunday hypnotized to the preacher, psychologically controlled program. A preacher is more dangerous than one preacher is more dangerous than 10,000 soldiers ready to kill up everything. Like, that nigga can control the masses. That's why they got preachers all over the place. They need them to psychologically control you niggas, but not me. I'm not a part. I'm disconnected. They disconnected me a long time ago. Like, when they sent me to prison at 12 years old, like, I was disconnected. Like, I never was able to abide by the system because I wasn't in the system. See, y'all went through the yes ma'am, no ma'am, thank you ma'am system. See, y'all kiss ass, say sir, no sir. I walked off straight through the room and I ain't looking near motherfucker in the eye because I am the man, bitch. The fuck? Authority. I'm authority. They hate me and they call me crazy. But you know why? Because, I'm different than the rest of these niggas. I done walked in the courtroom and told the judge just like this, I ain't paying you shit. You say you want how much in cash? All right, I'm going to give it to you in ass. How long I got to sit there? Yeah, you got me fucked up. You think it'll snow in hell if I pay you a red dime dollar on a traffic ticket, on a goddamn city fine, a county, a restitution? Bitch, I ain't paying you shit. Like, I told the judge that shit. Like, I done told the judge, I don't give a fuck how much time you give me. If you ain't gonna give me no life sentence, bitch, I'm gonna get out. Hey, thank you. Thank you for free board and 3 meals a day. And I'm gonna make my pen bleed. And I'm gonna have bitches coming to see me every weekend throwing bricks at this motherfucker. Like, niggas, they didn't like me because I'm that nigga. Like, you can't threaten me with jail. That's my second place from home. I was raised in jail. I was raised in prison. So when you want to go to jail, hell yeah, send me, nigga, so I can get me some rest and come back out and kill y'all niggas again. Because I'm going to be 10 times mentally stronger, nigga. Come on. If you lock me up, that's the worstest thing you can do. Because when I get out, guess what? I'm 10 times dangerous than I ever been. Niggas didn't know, and they had to find out the hard way. That was your shit? Nigga, you lucky. I didn't know, nigga. I didn't know. I thought Obama left that shit. I cussed that shit. You lucky.
It wasn't supposed to stay, but.
No, you lucky. I secured it. You know I got it.
But who else gonna leave some shit right?
I looked at it. It was too much real shit in the bag. I seen down.
But listen, that's my brother. I want him to get his hair cut right here.
No, not today, bro.
No, not today, but right here, right here. Yeah. I work right here. You can tell him I can't work. I gotta get my license.
Yeah.
They gotta be out there. What? They gotta be out there.
That's one reason why I'm just sitting out here. I'm like, whoever shit that was, they coming back.
I'm gonna stop.
You got a fee or something?
Huh?
You got a fee or something? Fee?
No.
I want to show you my brother's shop. Step in so we get your stuff.
No, it's right here, bro.
See, even better. Can I show him the chairs and shit?
You look here?
Come here. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to get back to work. He been cussing me the
What?
fuck out.
No, I ain't, bro. Bro. Let me get some lollipop, man.
Yeah, good.
Bro, is it barbershop, man?
Yeah, this is my chair right here.
Go see it.
Steady on it.
Yeah, but y'all was in the store.
Yeah, but you gotta come after. My license.
Bro, you did that shit?
Right, hell yeah. Hey, D. After 10, how much you charge?
What, for the haircut? Starting 45.
45? And see, I'm only gonna make what 10 or 15 after 10 off of that because they gotta go to the house. But I'd rather you get your shit cut. Like
45 doesn't include lines and all that shit. Razor.
It's usually 100 after. It's usually 100.
Oh, razor.
Razor and all that is 75.
Razor meaning double zero.
Oh.
Razor.
Yo, at least know it's my big nigga. Hey, I've been scared of hanging out with him because he always get nigga the truth.
Keep it chill. Cause I was lying.
Right. Oh, you lie?
Yeah, I'm lying. I got like 10 people in the team. Right?
Oh yeah, well, that was all
God bless
blessings.
him, man. God bless him, brother.
That was all blessings. Y'all need to come on over here to Phase for Lesson, get your hair cut the right way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my mama, you know what I'm saying? I need a little line up my motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? Level up in jail. Hey, D, what you was on here talking about? Talking about level up in jail and all that other stuff.
Oh man, we in a whole. I was in a whole other world.
What y'all talking about?
I forgot.
Comment, somebody. What y'all talking about? I want to know.
We in a whole nother world, bro.
All right, I'll see y'all later. I love you,
Well,
D.
you lucky, man.
I know, I thank you.
But I looked at it real good. You lucky, boy. I said, this somebody. No, this somebody did. Whoever it was, I was cut the ass out to leave my shit. I thought it was Barbershop. I'm like, nigga, this is not a safe haven. It gonna cost you $50 to get that back. If it was somebody else, nigga, I was gonna attack their ass. I was gonna talk about it. I can get it back later. Homie got it.
I love you, D. I'm right.
I like that roof car, bro. That motherfucker tired. Early in the morning. What's up, Chevy on 6s? You know how we do this shit. Man, you know I'm a hood, man. I'm too good, man. Life is good, man. One thing about me, I've been in these streets, man, and it's only one way to, you know, to really be good in these streets and be good in real life in society, man. You gotta be straight up with everybody you deal with, and don't sugarcoat shit. Like, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't mad at niggas, you know. I love niggas. One thing about me, I am a nigga. That's one thing you do not want to. I told these niggas all the time, you do not want to see this beast come out of me, nigga. I swear you don't, nigga. You see this beast come up out of me, nigga. My beast is not dead, nigga. It's just sleep. And I know how to keep his ass tame But at the same time, I'm a real nigga, man. Hood nigga. You know how this shit go, man. When I say this shit, I really live it. I talk it. I walk it. I'm respected. Motherfuckers don't understand it. And it is what it is. Like, that's why we finna smoke. It's 4:30 in the morning. I'm ready to get some bread. This nigga talking about how much for a regular haircut. I'm telling the nigga, $40 during regular hours. You know, how much for the razor and all that. All that's gonna cost you 75. You talking about? But a customer like that'll get it. He'll get it always. Salute. What's up, man? Chevy on 6s. You know, a lot of people don't understand this business. A lot of people, if you can't afford a haircut, my prices is kind of, woo, what you say? How much you charge? So you don't understand the value of a haircut. You ain't really never paid for a haircut. You ain't never really needed a haircut. See, I'm the type of person, man, sometimes I make people discover themselves for the first time. They ain't never had a real haircut until I cut their hair. And then once I cut their hair and I give them a real price, you know, they might feel uncomfortable peeling it off the first time, but when they go out into public and go out into society and get all those compliments of how they look good, and boy, them motherfuckers come back ready for more. Like, hey, man, I want you to do me the same way you did me last time. Okay, no problem. Gotta be 75. Don't come after 7 o'clock. The price double after 7 o'clock. Remember that. Yeah, life is good, ain't it? You see how I am? I am a procrastinator. Joshua Graham, I see you are listening to the words that I be saying. I see Joshua is a young man that been following me for a minute, but I see he is listening to some of the things that I talk about, like the 4 a.m. rule. He didn't get up at 4 a.m., but he up by 5. You know, hey, you ain't that far behind, Joshua. You ain't got no mutual funds and no portfolios and no shit like that. Stock, you ain't invested into the stock. So you ain't gotta worry about really getting up at 4 a.m. like I am. See, you ain't got life insurance policy that's based off the stock markets and all this shit and how shit goes around the world. Like, you ain't a part of that type of system. You still young to understand that. But keep getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning, following grown ass folks that's trying to, that's in the know, that's making shit happen. And you're gonna learn a lot, young man. I swear you will. You're gonna learn a lot. All right, push that like button and show a nigga some love, because I'm finna 420, wake and bake. I was supposed to do this at 420 this morning, but I just now got to it because I was talking shit to y'all niggas. You know what I mean? Push that like button. Yeah. You know what I'm about to do? I'm finna go home. I'm finna scrub my ass for about an hour. I'm finna put on me some slacks, some goddamn tippy toes, a dress shirt with a goddamn tie, and I'm finna come back to this motherfucker, and I'm finna work again, nigga, all over again. Start the whole program, start it all over again. As y'all can see, I'm a real grinder, hustler. I've been had this shit on all week long. I think I put it on this weekend. I gotta go home, wash my ass. The reason why I ain't went home, because I've been sitting here waiting on the mailman, and that nigga just came today, so I ain't gotta wait no more. I didn't want to miss that package. I needed it. Whew, I needed it. Whew. Have you ever sat and waited on the mailman? Like, I waited on the mailman for 3 days for no reason. Well, shit, it was for a reason, because I was waiting on the mailman. But let me tell you what happened, right? I had a package that was sent off to me last week on Thursday. And I'm thinking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days, it should be here. Saturday, it didn't show up. Okay. Sunday, sometimes they deliver packages on Sunday. So I sat around on Sunday. It didn't show up. Monday morning, I knew it was going to be here. I said, man, I got to stick around. Boom. Stuck around. Boom. They didn't show up. So by the end of the day, I was too tired to go anywhere. I crashed out. Boom. So Tuesday came around. Waited on the mailman, didn't show up. But I started working. Then before I know, the sun had went down. Before I know it, I got tired. I crashed out and went to sleep again. Boom. Woke up the next morning and shit. Waited on the mailman. The nigga didn't show. I'm like, damn, it's Wednesday. The nigga didn't show. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, man, I did not get my package till yesterday. I'm like, damn, it took a whole week for me to get this goddamn package. I've been sitting here waiting. I gotta go home, wash my ass, scrub my ass for about a good 2 hours. It's okay. I ain't fucked nothing. I ain't sucked nothing. I ain't been doing nothing but making money. I made my deposits. Now I gotta start all over. I gotta fill my pockets back up with some more money. Yeah. I said, sup? What's up, Tommy Egan? Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing this morning? Y'all blessed? Y'all not stressed? So they say, you done been through all this shit, and you a radical, you a child of God now. You know, I was reading some comments. Somebody gonna say, man, you done went to prison for robbing niggas and shooting people and stuff. You done hurt people. You done sold drugs to people. You done did all this dangerous, all this evil stuff in the world, and you running around talking about you a child of God. You know, I be trying to, you know, rebuke some of y'all comments in the name of Jesus. I be trying to rebuke y'all comments, cause y'all be getting outrageous. Like, you get mad at me for saying I'm a child of God, but you must feel like you ain't a child of God, and you must mad that I am a child of God, cause you're not a child of God. I don't know why y'all feel that way, because I call myself a child of God. I gotta be a child of God. Why? Cause God is my father. Nigga, what's wrong with y'all? How are you doing? What's up, Israel? What's up, Israel? Tommy. Praise Jesus. I praise all religions, man. I tell y'all, man, y'all think I'm lying. I done joined every religion that there is to join. If they got a church in America, I done went inside of it. And I asked them right at the end, hey, when y'all gonna do membership call? Y'all ain't calling nobody to the altar to join the church? I'm ready to, how do I join the church? I be busting out announcements in churches. Like, some churches don't want to do the membership call. They be seeing there be certain people in the crowd, and they won't even do membership call. They won't even do membership. Especially if it's black people, they won't even do membership call. And you have to actually speak up and ask, hey, when y'all gonna do membership call? I'm trying to join. Like, every church, by law, supposed to do membership call. See, this is law for preachers to know that they got to do this, to, you know, offer the opportunities for people to join their church. If they don't, then that's discrimination. And you can't discriminate, because churches can get sued too. Racial discrimination. You know how many racial discrimination I done got on some churches? Like, I mean, I'm a lawsuit junkie, nigga. I swear, I sue churches, I sue preachers, I sue everybody. I sued a preacher one time for misleading the congregation. For real. How y'all doing? Push that like button. I'm a motherfucker. Nigga, fucked up. But I agree with you, though. Religion is meant to instill discipline and love. Thank you. Let me tell you something. Thank you. That's where we was at. I didn't want to get into the, you know, the deep points of my conversation, because I really forgot. I got distracted. I had to go in nigga mode, street mode. When 3 niggas jump out of a car at 4 o'clock in the morning, you got to go in street mode. So I had to, you know, everything that I was talking about, my whole, you know, body said everything changed, and it has to change mentally, like immediately. Like, you got to understand the elements, and you got to know how to be, you know, in your element at all time. Like, on a conscious level, on a 360 parental vision level, everything. Like, you got to know what's going on. Keep your eyes and your ears in these streets, nigga. Like, and if you don't, nigga, I feel so sorry for you. That's how you gonna get fucked up, not knowing. Remember, lack of knowledge is the destruction of our people. 10 toes down, man. Everywhere I go, everybody know. That's why I be, that's why I try to go to sleep at night, because I know me and I know what goes on out there at night. And I'd have been and wandered out there and then got myself into some shit. And I'm like, you know what? It is not safe to be outside at night, nigga. It's a whole nother world out there. What the fuck? I'm from the streets, nigga. I'm from the nightlife. I used to live it. Now I don't mind going out in it. I'm a motherfucking, what the fuck, nigga? Nigga, I don't mind. But I just don't want to take a chance on taking a possibility, having a possibility of me having to fuck somebody up out there. Or like, so I'm like, I just think I'd rather stay in my safe space. See, sometimes it's best in life to create your own environment and make your own safe space and stay in it, nigga. Because as long as you in your safe space, you ain't never got to worry about fucking somebody else up or doing something, out of the ordinary or something you wouldn't have never do. See, that's why I don't fuck with too many people. Because if you fuck with too many people, then they gonna feel like you obligated to really fuck with them. Then they gonna come around you and ask you to do things and go places and find yourself in places that you wouldn't have ordinarily been in if you was never fucking with that motherfucker. So see, let me tell you something. I learned a long time ago that the definition of friend, oh man, that's a 5-letter word that the white man created psychologically to keep a motherfucker controlled, to make a motherfucker feel like all the stupid motherfuckers they gonna keep around them all the time and shit. And that's my friend. And all stupid motherfuckers, they click together and they distract each other and they always talking about nonsense and bullshit that don't even, propaganda that don't even fucking exist. You know what I mean? Like, am I the only one? Wait a minute. Serious Golf MK5 Cone. Oh wow. Oh, that's your name. God damn. You really got away with that username? How many letters and dashes did you use? Okay. Hello. How you doing? That is a username. That was like a whole complete paragraph. This nigga love to play golf. He's serious. Hello. Chevy on 26s. What's up, man? Why you screaming hello? I spoke to you a while ago. I have a Volkswagen Golf. I don't give a fuck. I got a 1973 Volkswagen Beetle. I guarantee you will smoke your ass. I will smoke your ass. I got a 1973 Volkswagen Super. No, mine ain't no Super Beetle. Mine's a regular Beetle because I got raw suspension, nigga. I will smoke your ass, nigga. Yeah, I will smoke your ass. You wanna know why? Because I got a motherfucking Chevy LS engine with a 700R transmission, shifter in the flow, nigga. 5-speed, fuck them up. Yeah, you get on the side of my goddamn Volkswagen thinking it's a goddamn Beetle and realize it's got a goddamn gorilla in the trunk, in the goddamn under the hood. And yeah, my motor in the front really fuck people up, because when I raise it back up, they see the original motor, but right behind the motor is insealed with concrete to weigh it down. Like, so yeah, we sealed it with concrete in the back, filled it in with concrete. So when you open it up, you just see glitter in the motor. But they dumbass don't never realize the motor ain't spinning. And I crank that motherfucker up, and you hear them flow masters jump off that bitch. They be like, what the fuck is in, what the fuck kind of cars? Yeah, this is what you want to race, nigga. Get on the side of this motherfucker, nigga. You see them roll cages and them roll bars in the back? This motherfucker finna stand up and take off and fly on your ass. What? Man, my Volkswagen was so motherfucking fast, nigga. I shouldn't have never sold. I sold that motherfucker for $25,000 to one of my cousins. Yeah, I had put a fiberglass 911 Porsche kit on it. It looked like a Porsche, but it was a Volkswagen. But it had a Chevy LS, Chevrolet engine. I had a crackhead, PJ. He was a jack of all trades, mechanic, carpenter, fucking construction, a plumber. This motherfucker was a jack of all trades. This motherfucker was building on a motor, working on one of my houses. Like, For real. Building a swimming pool in my backyard all at the same time, nigga. And I used to pay him in crack. Like, that's what I kept him going. I pay him in crack. I get that nigga a nice little chunk of crack, that nigga start smoking, and just get to working on all the projects at one time. Boy, you know it happened. Like, and he used to work only at night. Motherfuckers used to be in the neighborhood, used to be talking shit. Snag, what the fuck you doing, man? All we hear is hammers and nails and pingings and beans and shit at night. Oh, I got my construction crew working, man. Damn. And every day you seen progress. You seen progress. Like, he made shit happen. PJ made shit happen for me, dog. Yeah, that was the one that took my church house and turned it into a crack house. No, but he actually turned it into a residential house for me. But we ended up, you know, to fund the project, we had to do like Reagan did. We had to sell cocaine to fund the project, but we was able to complete it with the Conjures. The Conjures was supplying us. Y'all don't know nothing about that type of shit. I get too deep with history on y'all niggas and American black history. Y'all be like, what the hell? Yeah. Salute. Boy, I am a prime example of what not to grow up to be like. So y'all need to stay y'all ass in school, kids, all the way through. Because I got kicked out in the 5th grade. I got kicked out of school. Don't think I dropped out. I really got kicked out. Like I tell everybody, I got kicked out of school, nigga. That's exactly how the white man kicked me in the ass when they kicked me out of school. Get your ass up out of here. I was like, God damn. Like, for real. For real. You want to know why I got kicked out of school? Because we had a white principal. I never forget it. And we had a black assistant principal. And every time they had to spank a child, they wanted both of the principals present. But the white man was the one that would spank your ass. The black man just witnessed. He, Mr. Orange, was just watching. So they came in and said, well, you gonna get a paddle. And I said, no, the fuck I ain't. You got me fucked up. I wish y'all would pick up a goddamn stick and try to hit me with that motherfucker. Bitch, I'm from California. I'ma snatch that stick out your hand and beat the shit out you with it, bitch. I don't know who the fuck you think. I told that to the principal. I told it to the black man and the white man. I wish you motherfuckers would. And they grabbed me. They grabbed me by my jacket. Bring your ass in here. Oh, motherfucker, what y'all doing? What the? Because I was a little bitty ass kid. I had a big mouth and I talk cash shit. But them motherfuckers grabbed me and pulled me into the office. God damn it. I'm dead serious. Like, I'll never forget this shit. They grabbed me. Come on, bring your ass in. I'm like, no, man, what the fuck? What? And I couldn't come out. If I could have got out my jacket and started swinging on them motherfuckers, I would have beat their ass. But they had me. They was pulling me forward. They pulled me all the way into the office. Like, I never forget it. Black man had me by the front of my jacket, and he pulled me all the way to the desk. And he pulled me over the desk like this. And my ass was out. And the white man, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Why my ass was out. The white man, he had grabbed the paddle and he was winding up. And I seen him because there was a mirror right behind me. So some kind of way, I'm sitting there, this nigga pulling on my jacket, right? While he pulling on my jacket, I done slipped out the goddamn coat sleeve on his ass, right? I'm like this on his ass. Soon as that white man got ready to hit me, some kind of way, but logistically, I came out the jacket and turned around and hit that motherfucker and got that goddamn paddle and started beating the shit out the white man with it. Started beating the shit with the nigga with it. And they called the police on me. And they took my ass to jail for assault on the goddamn principal and vice principal with a goddamn, with a damn, what they call a Louisville slugger back. Cause that's what that man was finna hit me with. What the fuck? Some kind of way. And when my mama got to the police station and found out that I done went to jail for hitting the principals, both principals, with a billy club, she was like, how in the hell my baby get this billy club? Like, what the hell? And I told my mom, the white man was finna hit me, mama. And I came out my jacket, I slipped out though, and I got on that nigga. I hit that nigga, and I got that stick out of his hand. I started beating his ass with that stick. And my mama, she was all with me. She was like, I'm not, hell no, ain't no way. I didn't give y'all bet not try to put y'all hands on my son. That's what y'all get. My son ain't one of them other type of niggas y'all think y'all can just take him in the damn office and whoop his ass. Like, I can't even whoop my son ass. Y'all know y'all. Man, my mama tried to whoop me one time. I turned around. She swung one time. I grabbed that motherfucker and snatched it out of goddamn hand and pow, and hit her ass with it. She ain't never tried to hit me again. Fuck wrong with y'all? I was a child and I never got hit. Like, I wish the fuck you would. Who the fuck thought? Beat me with a paddle? Bitch. I took that paddle out that white man's hand and beat the shit out that motherfucker. I hit him like at least 3-4 good times across the top of his head with that motherfucker. And that's a real story. Like, I went to jail for that shit. They sent me to juvenile detention for that shit. And kicked me out of school. They expelled me in the 5th grade. They like, this nigga can't come back. And that was fucked up. They like, I couldn't come back to school because I was too dangerous. I was violent. They said I had a violent temper. For real. The vice principal and the real principal tried to pull me into the office and paddle me. And some kind of way, I slipped out that jacket and I turned around and hit that white man in the face, and that motherfucker dropped that stick. Before the stick hit the ground, I had already caught the motherfucker, and I started wailing on his ass. That motherfucker. But the funny shit, the white man broke up out the goddamn office and left the nigga in there by himself. I turned around and started wailing on his ass. Like, so you gonna sit there and let him hit me, huh? He was like, Damon, you better not hit me with that goddamn paddle. Bah! I bust his ass. Bitch, what the fuck? What the fuck? They ran up out that motherfucker and called the police, and they was holding the damn principal door off. They wouldn't let me out the damn principal office till the police got there. I'll never forget that shit. Y'all let me out of here. They kidnapped me. I was beating on that motherfucker with the bat. Them white folks, them niggas was scared of me. Like, I swear, like, I beat the shit out them goddamn 2 principals with the goddamn stick. The fuck y'all thought y'all finna? And I come from that era, like the last dying end of them paddling kids in school. Like, that shit used to be legal. Like, they used to really whoop niggas' ass until they stopped that shit after me. They like, this kid right here, I didn't know about, and all the kids in school found out that, Damon don't play that shit. You ain't finna paddle him. Like, hell no, I don't play that shit. I beat the shit out the goddamn 2 principals with the goddamn stick. For real, they had like it was like a baseball bat, but it was flat. And that motherfucker was like that thick. For real. That motherfucker was like that thick, and it was that long, and it had a handle on it. I'm dead serious. A paddle. I'm talking about some shit. These motherfucking white folks and niggas really thought that they can pick up a stick and whoop a nigga ass with it. I don't know who the fuck they thought I was. What generation? What goddamn 3rd generation slave? Nigga, you think I'm gonna let you put your hands on me? If you put your hands on me, I swear, y'all niggas finna die. I told them that shit, man. Y'all got me fucked up. You talking about paddling me? Paddle me, bitch. All you niggas gonna die in this bitch. Oh, what? Put your hands on me? I wish you would. Like, man, I beat the shit out of both of those principals in the 5th grade. That's a real story. That's a real story. Then, after that situation had happened, I ended up, my grandmother got me into another school, and I'll never forget this shit. I was in another school. I went to another school, a white school named Stanton. And the black vice principal that used to be at that school that I whooped their ass, he ended up becoming the main principal at my new school, the new principal. Oh man, you should have seen the look on his face when we collided down the hallways together. Like, I swear to God, y'all should have seen the look on this nigga face. This nigga see me, I thought I got you put out the school system. My grandparents got money, bitch. They just came over and took me to the white school. What, you think the white folks weren't gonna let me back in? We got into a full-blown conversation in the middle of the goddamn, you said I'm a 2000s baby. Oh yeah, them 2000 babies fucking the shit out them 70 babies right now. Sure is. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Them 2000 babies is fucking the shit out of them goddamn 70 babies right now. Ain't that something? Yeah, we the only ones got money. The 80 babies crack babies. The 90 babies lost. They let hip-hop take them away, nigga. The millennials, they sure enough confused. They don't know what the fuck to do. That's what's up, man. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Show me some love. I would never forget it. I don't know how I came out that jacket, but I came out that motherfucker and flipped the script on them niggas. Snatched that goddamn paddle out of his hand. A weak-ass white man snatched this shit, started beating his ass with that motherfucker. But that white man I'm talking about, he was swift. I'm talking about, he got the fuck up out that goddamn office. I'm talking about, I think I hit him about 3 times. I swung 4 or 5, but I only connected to his ass about 3 times. It didn't take the first time he was trying to get the fuck out of Dodge because it was too late. I got his ass on the side of the head and the back of the head. Pow, 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 bitch, what the fuck you thought you was finna? I was just finna hit you on the ass. No, the fuck you wasn't. You hit me in the head. No, nigga, I'm trying to kill your ass. Fuck wrong with y'all? I'm crazy, man. And they knew that shit a long time ago. They found out the hard way. Sure did. Way back then. I'm crazy as hell. How y'all doing? Push that like button. My mama beat up my principal for calling 911 when my brother was having allergic reaction. And she was considered dangerous to come to the new school we had to go to. Okay, that's good, man. Your mama she like my mama. She did not play when it came to her goddamn children. Because even when I went to jail, when my mama found out the details of the story, my mama was ready to fight the goddamn principals too. Like, I wish you motherfuckers would. Y'all niggas was finna put y'all hands on my child. Like, my mama went off. The fuck? Like, hell no. That's what y'all ass get. I ain't stay in jail for like 2 or 3 days. My mama got me out. Shit, I stayed in detention center for about 3 days. So did. My mama came and got me. That's my baby. And what kind of, I don't give a damn. If I killed 10,000 people, my mama was gonna support the shit out of me. No, he didn't do it. You gotta prove it. You gotta show me. That is not my son. That is not him. My mama was gonna deny it to the end, for real. That's my baby. What you think I supposed to do? You think I'm gonna turn my back on my baby? Hell no. That's one woman I know that ain't gonna, I don't give a fuck. If I ever need her, she gonna always be there for me. Mama, I just got through shooting 20 motherfuckers. Where you at? You need me to send you a bus ticket, a plane ticket? You need me to get you up out of there? Hell yeah, come on, let's go. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna send you to Mexico. Okay, cool. A lot of y'all ain't got mamas and daddies like that. Y'all mamas will call the police on y'all ass. Turn y'all ass in. Thank y'all for coming on in this morning. For everybody that came in. You say, why I ain't fired up the blunt yet? You ain't ready to smoke? You rolled up? Y'all rolled up? Y'all not rolled up, huh? They say I'm crazy as hell. You know, I think certain memories re-trigger certain feelings. You know what I discovered? Do you know when a person ignores someone, that causes a chain reaction, the same chemical chain reaction in your brain as if someone walked up and physically slapped the shit out of you? You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? When someone ignores you, that causes the same chemical reaction in the brain as if someone walked up and slapped you, physically slapped you. Like, that's what make motherfuckers be like, motherfucker. But when a motherfucker want to communicate with you, they texting the shit out you, calling the shit out you. But when you try to call them, they don't want to answer. Okay. Show you what type of energy that is. So you got to do them the same way they do me. They don't answer, I put their ass on block. Block their ass. I've been trying to call you. I know you is. But when I was trying to call you, you seen when I was trying to call you, but you didn't answer the phone, did you? Oh, it's cool. If you really want me, come over here and see me. What you need? You gonna come over here and see me because I block your ass. Instantly. You know what I'm talking about? How y'all doing? Push that like button. What you say about me? Are you talking about me? I just want to know. Woo! Boy, y'all know I need help. I am mentally disturbed, sexually depressed. Oh my God. Well, I ain't had no pussy in so long, I forgot what it looked like. How the fuck y'all doing? Push that like button if you like a real nigga. Yeah, early in the morning. It is too early in the morning for some bullshit and fake nigga shit. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of y'all don't even know what I'm talking about. You know what? I want to ask y'all a question. I ended up getting suspended from one of my jobs one time, a barbershop, not like a physical 9 to 5 where I punch the clock and shit. I don't work. I ain't never had no job. I ain't talking about no shit like that. Like I'm talking about like let me ask y'all if y'all think this is sexual harassment. I had a lady that was working in front of me and she was always doing subliminal things, seductive things, you know, in my visual that made me feel like she was signaling towards me. Women can give you a mixed signal. You know what I mean? Even though they just love attention, they would give you a mixed signal. You know, I apologize, man. You know what I just realized? I need my coffee. I came and sat down in here, and I ain't even got my damn coffee. And that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. I need my coffee. That motherfucker. I just want to ask y'all a question. And I've been telling myself for the last couple of days. Yesterday, I couldn't get it out. I couldn't get it out to save my life. Every time I tried to tell somebody this situation, this story about me, the more I just couldn't build an audience yesterday. I think yesterday they took me out of what they call it, that thing where the algorithm. They took me out of algorithm yesterday. I couldn't build an audience to save my life. Now I ain't even tried to build an audience this morning, and I already had about 200 people coming here. I don't know if it's just the right time of the day to go live, or is there a bad time of the day to go live. I done studied every element of this YouTube shit. Like, I'm trying my hardest to build my page up, get my followers up, become like an important influencer on YouTube. Like, I think that's what I'm trying to do. I'm really a motivational speaker. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm an actor. You know what I mean? I'm a prayer warrior. I could be a preacher. I got a bachelor's degree in theology, but I don't think I want to be I ain't trying to go back to jail. Last time I tried that shit, I went to jail. How the hell y'all doing? Push that like button. Show me some love. You said LOL instantly. Yeah. All right. I want to ask y'all a question. Do you believe it's going to happen? Don't worry. You got all that, but it won't know what happened. It want to know what happened. What? Sapphire. That's sapphire. That's sapphire. What's up? I want to know what happened. You want to know what happened when? What part of what part of my story you want to know? Because right now I'm finna slow down. I'm finna recatch my thoughts. A lot of people, I throw a lot of snippets, portions of my life in my live feeds. Eventually, people will read, my story. Like I haven't started my book yet. Like I haven't. Like, but in my mind, I know I gotta write it. You want to know why I know I gotta write my book? I gotta write a book or something. Like, I gotta do something, or I gotta get somebody to sit down with me and help me put it together, put some things together. Like, mentally, I'm kind of, how do you say, just fucked up when it comes to like writing, reading, you know, certain stuff, man. I tell everybody, see, I can't even say the word right. Illiterate. I'm legal. I'm almost like legally stupid, but I just got a lot of common sense. I am, I'm educated through common sense. Like, I got more common sense and street sense than I do book sense, but I got just enough book sense to understand and do the math. Like, only thing I really know how to do out of book sense is count. Like my grandfather said, as long as you understand math, son, the rest of that shit ain't shit. You can read it. You ain't even gotta read it. Get you a bitch to read it for you. Like, yeah, like I'm like my granddaddy. If I can get somebody to read it to me, I can understand it clear, good. Like, but when I try to read it, it just don't come out right, and I have to think about it. I might have to read it about 5, 6 times, sometimes 7, 8, 9, 10 times. But usually about the 10th time, I usually catch on to it. If I don't, I'm starting to catch on, and I'll read it again. Sometimes, it's a lot of shit that I had to read multiple times to get it to, and then it finally clicked. But at the same time, you know, it's like, how many of y'all understand what I'm talking about? I'll say, you want to hear the story about my job. Okay, this is what happened. Now, you tell me if you think this is sexual harassment. This lady was sending me mixed signals. Mixed signals. Every day she wearing spandex, tight ass shirts with her breasts sticking up and puffed out, and she would always come over by my station and reach across me and let her titties rub across my chest and just sending me mixed signals like a motherfucker. So this one in particular time she came and she threw a piece of tissue, a piece of tissue away. Now, remind you, she has a garbage can right behind her. But she walked all the way across to my station and reached across the back of me and my client, and her titties went all the way across my chest. And I was like, oh my God. That was like the 5th, 6th time it happened. And I'm thinking this is a signal that she wanted, she like, fuck it, I'ma put the titties on the nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, damn, I ain't never been so sexually seduced or sexually tempted in my life. You know what I mean? I ain't never been that sexually tempted in my life. So what happened was, I don't want tell you what happened. So it was the end of the day. She was over there cleaning her clippers, and she was twerking while she was cleaning her clippers. She was just twerking, just popping her ass. I said, girl, you better stop that shit. And she started popping it harder. She's like, well, you like this shit, don't you? You like this? I'm like, girl, you better stop that shit. I said, girl, you know it's the holiday season. She said, yeah, I know. I walked up to her. I said, listen, I just want to ask you a question because you keep throwing me these signals and signs and shit. She said, yeah, okay, Snag, what's up? I said, okay, if your left leg was Thanksgiving and your right leg was Christmas, would you mind if I visit you between the holidays? That's all I said to her. That's all I said. I didn't say nothing else. I just asked the lady one simple question. If your left leg was Thanksgiving and your right leg was Christmas, I just want to know, can I come visit you between the holidays? That's the only thing I asked. And she, at that time, she got applauded. What you mean? What you mean? Oh, you trying to sexually approach me? You trying to sexually harass me? I said, what you mean? What you mean? Yo area Nolas, them big ass shotgun, 12 gauge shotgun shell area Nolas, hard ass nipples you got done rubbed across my chest about 7 or 8 times. How in the hell? What you mean? I thought you wanted to let me jump in between them legs. What you mean? And she like, no. She went and told the owner of the shop that I was harassing her, and she said I guess she told the owner what I said to her, and she felt like that was inappropriate. And so I come to work that Monday, and my code to the security pad was changed, and I was like, I called the owner. I said, man, what's going on? Why I can't get in the shop? She like, well, we heard about the situation that happened Friday night. I'm like, what situation? What situation? You was sexually harassing Melinda. Melinda? Man, I did not sexually harass Melinda. I told the owner, I said, Melinda was sexually seducing me. She walked all the way over to my garbage can and dropped a snotty rag in it, but she rubbed her titties all the way across my chest. I thought it was a sign she wanted me to come over there and say something to her. She lucky I didn't come over there and rub my dick across her leg. That's what I was thinking, because my shit was hard as hell. But at the same time, I was trying to be more respectful. So you telling me you thought about going over there rubbing your dick across her leg? I said, no. I'm saying she lucky I didn't. She lucky I didn't. See, white folks take shit out of content. I think we gonna suspend you for a week. And I just gotta really think about this, because you talking about putting your dick on women's legs, and I'm like, lady, I just said she lucky I didn't. Like, what you mean? And I didn't like the way that they crossed me up into that conversation, crossed me up to make me feel like I was the bad guy in that situation. When this lady just rubbed her big ass Pamela Anderson white breasts, them hard ass fake nipples, rubbed them across my chest, giving me mixed signals. She ain't had no booty, but she was always twerking like, look at my booty, look at my booty, look at my. You ain't got no booty to look at, bitch. How you doing? Push that like button. I think that is the same what she did to you. Yeah, but on some real shit though, like she had that white privilege, because I was the only black stylist in that salon. Like, it was a salon. It wasn't a barbershop. And she never liked me. She never liked me. And the reason why I know she never liked me, because every time she came in, she couldn't take her eyes off me. She was either looking at me through her mirror, or she had her chair just bent towards me and just staring at me. Like she was reading a book, but she really was staring at me. Like, why this white woman always staring at me for no damn reason? And I ain't even doing nothing. She told me, I do not like you. Okay? Thank you for telling me. Let me know. I ain't gonna fuck with you in no type of way. And I knew when she was trying to play friend with me, she told me she didn't like me. I don't know why I fell for that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Women is cold-blooded creatures. Like, they are, man. They some cold-blooded creatures. All right, man. Let me quit talking. It's time for me to start walking. Y'all wanna walk a mile with me? Because this is the healthiest thing that you can do in your life early in the morning to start your day just right without having no give a fucks. You know the difference between me and a lot of black comedians that you see on social media? Is that a lot of these people, man, they come from dark places, but dark places out the streets. You know what I mean? Like, dark places in the wrong dark places. You know what I mean? A lot of these kids, man, are third generational crack babies, third generational heroin addicts, third generational coke addicts. And it never failed, man. They DOJ, it's in their DNA. whatever their parents was in love with, once these kids get out here in these streets and discover the black magic of the nightlife, oh man, they gonna find that same titch they parents found. They gonna be attracted to the same shit that their parents was attracted to. And it's fucked up because they gonna be 10 times worse than their parents. But it's so sad, man, that a lot of these kids, man, even after all these years of proven examples of you seeing people on drugs, alcoholics, people killing themselves, on psychedelics, all kind of bullshit, right? People, kids, next generation, the next generation, they still go and try that shit. They still go and be curious because they be third, fourth, fifth generation of curiosity, fucking crackheaded babies, mindsets, and like, and it don't just because a crack baby have a kid by a woman that never had crack in her system doesn't mean that that baby ain't gonna have the crack baby symptoms of their father. Like, a lot of these women get corrupted by the man that they allow to, have a child by. I know because I'm one of the niggas. Like, I don't think it's like, you know, that's why, when I look at my son and I think about all the things that I've been through, right? To see another innocent version of me that never done none of the things that I've done with my same exact name, man, that's a blessing from God. So as a father, if I can do anything to protect him, to keep him with a straight name, with an honest life, provide for him to give him everything that he wants, send him in the right direction to get the right education. You know, my baby mama think that my instillings on my son is wrong. Like, she get mad at me for forcing him or making him learn how to cut hair. She get mad for me for making him set up a little candy store and sell candy. She get mad at me for making him try to be a little entrepreneur. She want my son to go out, go to college and get a job and be a worker. And I've always taught my son, we don't work for nobody. We employ people. We are the boss. We not spenders. We don't spend. We save. We sell. We're not buyers. We're sellers. We sell. So I show my son, you want a Snicker bar? I'm going to show you how you get Snicker bar, son. All right. You take $50 and you go buy a box of Snicker bars. Now, for me as an adult, you get 50 bars in this Snicker bar. You get 50 bars for $50. So at cost, you done paid $1 a bar, right? Now what you do is, the way you double that $50 is to sell each one of those bars for $2, right? But guess what, son? This is not 1989. A candy bar don't cost $2. Nowhere that you go, it's more than that. So you got an opportunity to raise the price to $5. Yeah, a candy bar. Yeah. So my son sell one candy bar for $5. Remember, he bought 50 bars. And he makes $250. Off one box of Snickers. Now, with that $250 that he made off that one box of Snickers, I teach him how to reinvest into his business. You take $100 of the $250, son, and go buy 2 more boxes. Now you got $150 profit, right? You want to turn that 150 into 600, into 750? How I do that, Dad? All right. Now you're going to buy a box of Butterfingers, a a 50 pack of Butterfingers, a 50 pack of Hershey bars, and you're gonna get you a 50 pack of M&Ms and put that in your bag. And I send them over to the Mexican store, to the grocery store, send them over to the Mexican restaurant, send them all over to these little restaurants, take them to McDonald's, walk them around, and everywhere you go. Would you like to buy a candy bar? It support my childhood dream fund. Like my son, people that wouldn't even buy a candy bar. I don't eat candy, son, but here go $5 anyway. Man, my son made like $300 and still had 5 boxes of candy. For real. Like, I let that nigga wander around the parking lot and sell the candy. I come back, this nigga steady count money. I'm like, yeah, they just giving me money, daddy. I'm like, oh shit. So he, some kind of way, his mama calls him on his phone and he counting his money. And his mama see that he got $300 in his hand. Who money is that? Oh, this is my money. My daddy just, your daddy gave you that? No, I made this. You made that. You better have all that money when you come home. No, the fuck he won't. No, the fuck he won't. This in our hustle jar. And his money is in his jar to when he come back. And he gonna start back from this point and work some more. Nah, no the fuck he won't take not $1 with him. She got mad at me. Nah. My son, if anything that I spend over $100, I let him take his shoes back. But anything else, nah, it stay here with us. Nah. It's a reason why I don't let my son go back with a lot of shit. And when he was younger, I used to send him back with a lot of shit. He used to come back with nothing. Like, man, what happened to all that shit I bought you? Yeah, they broke it. My uncle, my nephew, my uncles. He got bigger uncles. You know, she got big little brothers that's older than him that's playing with my son's shit. I bought my son a PlayStation when he was 6 years old. These niggas done bogarted my son's PlayStation. So I told DJ, hey, when you come out here, grab that PlayStation and bring it with you. He brought that PlayStation, and they ain't never seen it again. And so when he got back home without the PlayStation, her brothers was mad. Nigga, I didn't buy that PlayStation for y'all grown ass to play with. Nigga, I bought that PlayStation for my son only. And whoever he allows to play with him. No. Y'all niggas got out. Y'all niggas done lost y'all mind. Nigga, why you didn't send the PlayStation? And I won't. Buy y'all own, nigga. Why y'all ain't bought him one? So, that's one thing I just, I learned, I ain't tripping. I give my son the world, let him take it with him. But if he tell me somebody taking this shit and misusing him, oh, hell no, don't worry about it, son. We ain't gonna even you'll never have to worry about that again. And daddy make a promise. Them niggas won't never play with your shit again. And it'll be here when you get here. So, my son, he be anxious to come to his daddy house. I got a PlayStation 5 in my daddy house. Fuck y'all. My son. And that's the only way you can play your game. So as long as you're doing good, make good grades, when I come pick you up, you can play the game. If not, nigga, you ain't gonna see that motherfucker. And it's real what it is. How y'all doing? Push that like button. They say, I am too harsh on my son. No, I'm not. You're not doing anything wrong. Bless you. As a father, and Lord protect that baby from harm all day. Grand morning, Snag. What's up, Jed? How you doing, baby girl? Sapphire, how you doing? Come on in. Push that like button. Kim, how you doing? 2000, baby. Chevy on 26s. What's up, Slakva? Israel, what's up, man? Tommy, what's up, boy? Chevy on 26s. Joshua Graham. Rahu, like Yahoo. Nah, bro. You're the one with issues. Nah, bro. You got issues. Um, Miss D-Lo, you have good energy. I love that. How you doing, Miss D-Lo? Shanita, how you doing, Shanika? Okay. Pure. Miss D-Lo. Michael Thomas, come on in, push that like button. Mad Squad, thank y'all. Isaac Weston Tucker, come on in, push that like button. Oh, we had a nice little audience this morning. Had a couple new people. Like I tell y'all, man, if y'all acknowledge yourself and leave a small comment, I will acknowledge y'all. Y'all don't realize, it's just a couple of y'all in here now, but look at my likes. hmm I think the more likes that I get, the more YouTube is gonna start recognizing. But I gotta get more than 15, 20 likes. I gotta start striking. I need some 50s and 60s and 70s and 100s and 200. One time I got 300 likes out of a video. I was going hard and I kept going hard. And they told me I should have kept that same energy. I should have never let it go. But I ain't gonna lie, man. It's like I really don't care about being famous no more. Like that's the last thing. Like I really don't want to be famous. Like famous. Like you want to know why? Those people can't really live comfortable, man. And I know how I am. And if I ever get to the point where I'm famous and people is just loving me as an artist or a person, just everywhere I go, hey, little snack, I would stop and I would give them my attention and I would give them love. If they giving me love, if they showing me love, I'm gonna give them love. And my days will be just fulfilled with taking pictures with niggas all day and shit. I just like, damn, I was supposed to be doing this, but I got distracted by this fan. I got distracted, like, you know what I mean? Keep being the dad you are, passing on your legacy. You're not doing anything wrong. I don't think, in my mind, I'm like my grandfather. My grandfather put me on his lap, put some clippers in my hand and said, here, cut my hair, boy. Start cutting my hair. Here, cut my hair. Oh, you got a feel. You got a hand. Boy, you got that barber hand. You got that hand. And my grandfather, from the first time I cut his hair, I did not realize that he was pumping me up, motivating me spiritually. Like, he was telling me I was good when I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. He was like, boy, you good? Boy, you really cut your papa hair. Oh, you gonna be a good barber, just like your papa. And that type of, cause that's the only male influence I ever had in my life. And that was just for a few years. He passed away. After he died, I was lost. I didn't have another male pick me up, talk to me, look at me, tell me nothing. I didn't know nothing. Like, and I ended up meeting my great grandfather, my grandmother's father. And this is what fucked me up. Like, he was a World War II vet in Vietnam, and he had both his legs amputated. And my grandmother didn't even tell me that my grandfather, who he was, and he was coming to our house, and she was finna bring him into the house and move him in, and we was gonna put him in your bedroom. She didn't tell me none of that shit. I just came home from school one day, and it was a hospital bed in my bedroom. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? When I got a new bed, I get a hospital bed. And my grandmother was like, no, baby. I found my father, and he finna move in with us. He's in the hospital. They finna bring him from the hospital, and he gonna be here with us. He gonna be here. He's older, and he had both his legs cut off, so he can't walk. So we gonna put him in your room temporarily until we get the garage fixed up, and we gonna make him a room in the garage. Like, okay, cool. Boy, it took my grandma 3 years to goddamn fix that goddamn room up, get that nigga out of my bedroom. In them 3 years, my great grandfather corrupted the shit out of me. I mean, corrupt. That nigga set me up on the bed, had me eating potted meat and crackers and sardines and goddamn Vienna sausages and sipping on some goddamn Jack Daniels, and we smoking goddamn cigars, hitting joints. My damn granddaddy, man, my granddaddy was a motherfucker. Sitting there talking shit, telling me war stories when he was a POW and all this type of shit. Fucking my head up when I was a kid. You know what I mean? And I was infatuated. My great grandfather used to have me sitting up on my heels 2, 3 o'clock in the morning telling me crazy ass stories about Vietnam and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there just listening. Didn't know that all the shit he was telling me was instilling in my damn brain. Instilling in my brain. I didn't know. I be talking too much. It's too early in the morning to hold a good audience, huh? I understand. It's about time for me just to let it go, huh? Just go. Just leave it. Let it go. Leave it alone. Don't say nothing. I'm trying to see if I can get 20 likes this morning. If you haven't already pushed that like button, do me a favor. Push that like button. Do anybody know what we was talking about? I forgot everything I was just talking about. I, I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I. You know what I like? I love to wake up early in the mornings and watch the sun come up. Remember, I tell people, man, if you really get up early in the morning and look at the sky, you see that? You know what you don't see right now? Clouds. Wanna know why you don't see clouds early in the morning? No clouds, it's just blue. Yeah, ain't no clouds. Man-made clouds. You know that, man-made clouds. God don't make clouds. Man make clouds. But, because of all the psychological things that people believe in, they don't understand science. And they don't understand man and what they capable of creating, what they capable of doing. It's just a lot of secrets that man can do that a lot of men don't believe that they can. But some men know that they can. And we just try to stay out those people's way, because if we expose the truth to the light where people start to understand, they will eliminate us. They will eliminate us, dog. Because they truth can't come out, because if it does, then they gonna have to do something to cover it up, to debunk the story. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Change the whole scenario. Out of the 5 people that's watching me right now, can I get 5 of y'all to push that like button and show me some love? If y'all show me some love, I'm trying to get to 20 likes, at least 20 likes early in the morning. That'll show YouTube, man, I'm a likable type of motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't think I'm likable? You must then vote for Trump. You must then want America to become greater again. You know, somebody, you know what I hate about people, bro? People always try to debunk a real nigga. Like I wrote a joke, right? And it really wasn't a joke. It's just me how do you say, in a humorous way talking about something. I told niggas the truth. The night of the election, gas was $4.29. The next day after the election, when Donald Trump won, gas dropped to $3.99. The next week, it dropped to $3.89. The next week, it dropped to $3.79. That next week, 3 weeks later, it dropped to $3.69. And I put this on my Twitter X feed. If this ain't making America great already again, what the fuck is? Somebody tried to debunk my whole fucking post and say, I don't know what type of world you living in, but gas in California is $5.70, $4.90. Where the fuck you living at? In Hollywood, Beverly Hills, goddamn Santa Clarita, Santa Monica, motherfucker? If your gas prices is $5.79, well, your motherfucking dumbass pay it. Shit. So I had to go to Gas Daddy to prove my motherfucking, like, you always gotta come back. You gotta debunk these motherfuckers that be trying to debunk you and come with proof and hit them with facts. Like, go to dashdaddy.com, Gas Daddy, and type in the city that you're from. And I showed this motherfucker in Riverside County. Nigga, Riverside County, gas was $3.69. $3.75. What the fuck you paying $5.50? Well, you need to keep driving a little further down the 91, nigga. Or get your ass off the 101 and slide on the 605 and come all the way over. Like, you really don't understand. You could have went to Fontana and got gas for $3.79, 69 cents, like easy. But people don't understand. Biden is still in office, so these gas prices are still gonna rise a little bit. They mad. They finna get all they can out of our ass for this last month. Damn right, they finna tax the shit out you niggas. Like, for real, for this last month, gas prices gonna fluctuate. But soon as Donald Trump is inaugurated, watch what happens. Gas prices in California is gonna and stabilize. Man, our gas prices ain't been stable since Biden been in office, nigga. Like, and I'm talking about on a destabilization, record-breaking pricing motherfucking scale, like, on some real shit. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, then you ain't a person that have to spend your money on gasoline. You don't work hard for your money. You don't understand the value of your money. You don't know where your money go. Or you ain't making no money, or you ain't got no money. You spending somebody else's money, so you don't understand the value of the money anyway. So anyways, however you do it, it ain't got shit to do with me. But I'm talking about how I spend my money and how I feel when motherfucker overcharging me for certain type of shit and items in life that didn't never cost that much when back in the days, or a couple months ago, or a year ago. Like, you know what I mean? You said who? What's up, Tommy? What's up, man? I just asked y'all, man, push that like button. I'm trying to get 20 likes, but it don't look like I'm gonna make it to that, destination. But if I could get 20 likes out of this video, that would make me feel a lot better. I got another little piece of blunt left, and I'm gonna try to get 20 likes before I finish this blunt. I'm gonna tell y'all a story when I come back, and if I can get 20 likes out of this story, what's up, Tommy? What's up, Moses? doing? Push that like. Show me some love. Mm-hmm. You say, Snag, you too real, man. You be on some real nigga shit at 4 o'clock in the morning, man. Niggas can't keep up with you, man, because you got to be a real nigga to fuck with me, man. You got to be a real nigga to understand me. You got to be a real nigga to feel me. Like, a lot of people just observing and learning a lot. You know what I mean? When you watch a real nigga, get what? You gonna learn a lot, nigga. When you watch a real nigga, you gonna learn a lot, nigga. Keep watching. I'll show you something. You know, I know my capabilities, my potentials is unlimited. But when you unlock certain channels of life, right, they become challenges. You know, they're not hard to overcome, but it is a challenge. And life is like one of the biggest, you know, unexpected, you know, circumstances or situations can happen that can make you feel like you in this world by yourself. But no matter how you feel like that, right? Remember, you're never in this world by yourself. No, you're not. You should never feel alone. Even if you are, like me. Like, I've been alone for years. You know, it do feel good to grab someone and squeeze them. Their bodily connection connects to yours, and y'all get comfortable together, and y'all just off body heat. Y'all just warm and cuddled and snuggled together. You know. Thank y'all for pushing that like button. Thank y'all for coming on in, showing me some love. Sometimes in life, man, you just gotta take it one day at a time. You see how my spirit changed? You see how my attitude changed? Huh? Like, all of a sudden, I'm just calm, cool, collected. I ain't bothering nobody. I ain't fucking with nobody. Ain't nobody fucking with me. I'm good. You know what I'm talking about? Am I the only one that feel that way? I'm good. Yeah.
Angeles, Inland Orange County at 71. You can count on cold air too coming in, so temperatures will fall 10 degrees tomorrow. And if you're concerned about Thanksgiving,
Oh, yeah.
Breaking at 11, a drug cartel leader fakes his death and ends up living in the Southland. He was hiding in plain sight before federal marshals moved in to make a stunning arrest in a Riverside neighborhood. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo live in Riverside tonight with the stunning new details. Tim.
And Mark, everyone truly shocked by this. This was a pretty elaborate plan too. He faked his own death in Mexico, left the cartel, fooled those Mexican authorities only to sneak into the U.S. to live like a life of luxury, of all places here in Riverside. It had worked out until the DEA and his plans all caught up with him. He had a fake name and a luxurious new life in Riverside. Federal agents say Christian Fernando Gutierrez Ochoa, a high-ranking Mexican cartel member, had faked his own death and was living comfortably and under the radar in a fancy Riverside home he purchased with drug money. A shocking revelation for everyone in town.
It's crazy because it's like you probably walked by this guy, right?
It's scary, you know. We never even knew that there was a drug cartel member, you know, among us and stuff. That's real scary, you know.
The DEA tracked him down this week, a major bust of a key member of one of the most violent cartels, the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, or CJNG. Retired FBI agent Bobby Chacon, who battled organized crime in his career, says Gutierrez Ochoa choosing to live in the U.S. was a bold choice.
I think the guy arrested probably was operating with some level of comfort, thinking that his faked death in Mexico, which the Mexican authorities apparently bought, had worked for him a year.
The feds say the 37-year-old wasn't just casually trafficking meth and cocaine into the U.S., he was married to the game, quite literally. He's the son-in-law of the man known as El Mencho, the head of CJNG, who apparently helped Gutierrez Ochoa fake his own death and sneak into the U.S. so he could be with El Mencho's youngest daughter. Chacon says even if Gutierrez Ochoa intended to lay low in Riverside, just living here brings the potential of violence.
Having somebody like this in your community is always going to be a danger. Not just from him, but from other cartels. Remember, these cartels are violent against each other. So if another cartel found out he was here and they had members here, they could, you could have a cartel shootout.
Those deadly consequences played out a year ago this week in the Willowbrook area when a member of the Sinaloa cartel and another man were shot dead. Gutierrez Ochoa is accused of trafficking 44 tons of meth and nearly 2.5 tons of cocaine into the U.S., but how much impact a single arrest has remains to be seen.
I think arresting a guy like this makes a dent, but remember, it's a very big car and a very small dent.
And the big fish remains out there. El Mencho's whereabouts are unknown, although there is a $10 million reward for his arrest, although that is, too, a drop in the bucket considering he oversees a $1 billion drug trafficking enterprise.
The Los Angeles County Superior Court announced there will be a lottery for the public to get seats inside a hearing for the Menendez brothers. The lottery will take place Monday morning outside of the Van Nuys Courthouse with 16 seats up for grabs. The hearing involves the Menendez brothers' claims that there is new evidence in the 1989 murder of their parents. It is a status hearing, which means there will likely not be anything consequential as far as a ruling or testimony.
The State Department has issued a health alert for people traveling to Laos. It comes after an American and 5 others died after drinking suspected tainted alcohol. The victims are believed to have consumed drinks with methanol. Many of them were staying at a hostel there. Police say a number of people have been detained in the case, but so far no charges have been filed. Methanol is sometimes added to mixed drinks as a cheaper alternative to higher-priced spirits. It's also a byproduct of poorly distilled home-brewed liquor.
45 years after the rape and murder of a 17-year-old Beaumont girl, investigators have finally confirmed the suspect's identity.
Louis Randolph Williamson died in Florida a decade ago. Esther Gonzalez vanished while walking to her sister's house in the winter of 1979. Her body was found in the snow near Highway 243. Williamson was always the lead suspect in the crime, but it took modern DNA science to confirm it. Prosecutors say a blood sample collected during Williamson's 2014 autopsy was recently compared to DNA evidence from Gonzalez's body, and it was a match.
Storytellers who live in your community.
If the costume was hopping every day.
Who tell your story.
I wanted to be in the mariachi.
Local doesn't get any closer than this. The welcome edition for me, Eyewitness News in the community.
So many eager children and families.
Driven by your Southern California Toyota dealers.
The Corolla Cross. This thing is just stylish, great fuel economy. It is the perfect vehicle to take your friends on a nice adventure.
Lease a Corolla Cross for just $279 a month. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
It's one of the saddest chapters of child abuse in the history of Southern California.
The 13 Turpin children suffered horrific abuse, not only from their biological parents, but later at the hands of their foster parents as well. One man led the charge to save them in both cases. In an Eyewitness News exclusive, Inland Empire Bureau Chief Ron McMillan spoke with the investigator those children call their hero.
I don't know what you would describe as far as torture goes, but that 5-year-old girl was being tortured on a daily basis.
Riverside County Sheriff's investigator Thomas Salisbury, now retired, sharing details of the physical and emotional abuse many of the Turpin siblings suffered at the hands of their foster parents, Marcelino, Rosa, and Lenise Holguin, who were recently sentenced for their crimes.
Given sleeping pills, made to stand in a little tape square. If she started to fall asleep, they'd spray her with a water bottle. They ring a cowbell. If she went down to the ground, sometimes they'd kick her and stuff.
Salisbury was very familiar with the Turpin siblings. He was the investigator assigned to the original case back in early 2018, when the Turpin siblings were rescued after suffering more than a decade of abuse at this Paris house of horrors at the hands of their biological parents, David and Louise Turpin.
That case was on a holiday weekend. A lot of people were gone, so I ended up with one brand new detective who had been a school resource officer.
Salisbury remembers vividly taking the 13 siblings to the Paris station for their first interviews back in early 2018.
I've never thought of freedom as a right until I walked in that station, and our Paris station is square with a quad yard in the middle. And they're literally out there walking around with their arms out, soaking up the sun.
He was the first to interview the parents, who later admitted to chaining their children to their beds.
How long did the chaining go on? And she just looked at me and I was like, a few hours? No response. One day? No response. Couple weeks? Couple months? Okay, it was way longer than that, but let me explain. And at that point in my mind, I couldn't fathom any explanation she could come up with that would make sense.
The Turpins would later plead guilty, sentenced to life in prison. Several of the Turpin siblings ended up in foster care.
There were a lot of professionals involved. Some of the ones involved, I had 100% trust in, you know, and I believed them when they told me everything was fine. Yeah, there's minor issues, but no biggie, nothing to worry about, just normal kid feeling bad problems. And so I'd always hoped that's all it was.
But it wasn't. Jordan Turpin, who was the one who escaped from her biological parents' home one dark morning in early 2018, would then leave the Holguin's foster home as well, making a similar cry for help, this time to a juvenile advocate. The meeting was supposed to last 30 minutes, but lasted 4 hours.
They don't lie. They might not tell you the truth because they're scared to tell you the truth, but they're not going to lie to you, and if you get them in the right place with the right people, they'll open up.
That's when Salisbury decided to investigate the foster home for himself.
As a human, I want to go right over there, but as a detective, I had to verify.
But despite the allegations, he said Riverside County officials did not want to remove the Turpin children from the home.
I even explained to him, look, I'm a detective. I know, if I was talking to someone, I know you might not know me, but I've got 40 years of law enforcement. I've been to all the child abuse training. I'm not saying I'm all that in a bag of chips, but that's what needs to happen. These kids need to be at least temporarily removed. No, we're not going to do it. I was like, well, here's what's going to happen now. You're forcing my hand. I'm going to get arrest warrants and search warrants, and I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to arrest these people.
Which is exactly what happened.
And that's when they admitted to all the crimes. I mean, almost every single crime we articulated here.
But the question remains, why weren't they removed from the house by county officials much earlier?
I think part of it was they didn't want to be wrong.
What happened in that home was worse than what happened in their biological parents' home.
Some of the Turpin siblings are now suing Riverside County. At a recent news conference, attorney Elon Zexter calling Thomas Salisbury a hero.
He was the only one that once again listened to the Turpins when they were crying out for help. Not CPS, not ChildNet.
If he hadn't done what he did, it's my feeling we would not be here.
The Turpin's attorneys call you a hero.
No, I'm far from that. If anyone is, it's these kids, because they survived a lot more than I ever could.
Riverside County recently released a statement to Eyewitness News that read, in part, quote, "The trauma this family endured is heartbreaking. We remain committed to their well-being and their lifelong journey of healing. The county is dedicated to continuous quality improvement, and we are constantly reviewing our practices, procedures, and policies." As for Salisbury, he only hopes the Turpin siblings can finally move on.
I just did my job, and I wasn't going to hesitate to do my job.
In Riverside, Rob McMillan, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
We have a heartwarming update to a story we brought you earlier this week about a pet dog that escaped from a grooming appointment at Petco in Lakewood. Now, little Betty Lou is safe and back home with her family. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pulliam spoke with her owner and shares new details about the reunion.
Survival instincts, I swear.
Yeah, she's got them. If every dog has its day, Betty Lou has had a doggone week. After 6 days astray, she's finally back home.
Such a relief. I'm so happy that I finally have my dog again.
Aubrey Boer from Norwalk says last week she took her pet Betty Lou to a regular grooming appointment at this Petco off Lakewood. When the 20-year-old returned, there was no Betty. Aubrey telling us earlier this week how the store lost her.
Someone came to pick up their dog, and their dog, I guess, looked similar to mine. So they brought out my dog, and when my dog saw that it wasn't me or my mom to pick her up, I guess she got scared. She had backed out of their little leash thing and was able to get past everybody and run out of the store.
After 6 days of searching, Aubrey receiving the news that she'd been praying for. A good Samaritan recognized Betty from a flyer hidden in a bush a block away from Petco. A clerk alerting Aubrey to come to the store.
She immediately jumped on me and I grabbed her and I just broke down. I started crying. My mom and my brother, everybody just started crying.
The 6-year-old Kokani breed going days without water and food, suffering injuries to her leg and belly.
You see how it's all inflamed and then her paw pads are all raw and kind of peeling.
Petco offering to take care of all of Betty's medical bills.
I wouldn't have Betty again, if it wasn't for Petco. So it's kind of a bittersweet thing with them.
But Aubrey is clear. Petco's relationship with her pooch is over.
I never want to go there again because it's just going to dredge up bad memories.
The manager on duty here at Petco acknowledged that Betty Lou had been found, but they didn't want to comment further on how they plan to prevent this incident from happening again. Now, the person who found Betty Lou is expected to receive a $2,000 cash reward from Petco.
Storytellers who live in your community.
Are the customers happy every day?
Who tell your story.
I wanted to be in the mariachi.
Local doesn't get any closer than this. So welcome to the Shoot for Me Eyewitness News in the community.
So many eager children and families.
Driven by your Southern California Toyota dealers.
The Corolla Cross. This thing is just stylish, great fuel economy. It is the perfect vehicle to take your friends on a nice adventure.
Lease a Corolla Cross for just $279 a month. So we make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Reported on this terrifying stabbing attack against a Santa Monica police officer last month. Well, now we're seeing it all from his point of view. His dramatic body camera video, along with other surveillance footage, just released to the public. Eyewitness News reporter Amy Powell live for us now at the Santa Monica police station where that attack unfolded. Amy.
Mark, the video is disturbing to watch, but we want to let you know the officer involved survived the injuries he suffered in this frightening attack that ended with a deadly shooting. A terrifying confrontation at the front doors of the Santa Monica Police Department. A man with a large concealed butcher knife rings the buzzer to speak to an officer.
I just want you to know.
What's your attack? I don't want to, I'm kind of nervous when you hand me the attack.
You're nervous?
Yeah,
This is slow motion video of what happens next. The officer knocks the attacker to the ground, but the man gets right back up. Holding the 8-inch knife, he charges at the officer. That's when the officer shoots the man. To the ground! To the ground!
Hey, I'm hurt. I'm stabbed.
Well, at this point, the officer has to use deadly force. Anyone with a knife can close a distance very, very quickly, as you saw.
It all began a short time earlier. Surveillance video shows the man walking into a local Target store. He asks an employee to retrieve a set of butcher knives from the stock area. He knocks the worker to the ground, grabbing the set of knives before running out of the store. He walks several blocks to the police station, where he viciously attacks the officer, stabbing him multiple times in the neck and shoulders. The officer was rushed to a hospital for treatment. An evidence photo shows the butcher knife recovered at the scene. These photos showing slashes in the officer's protective vest. He was stabbed multiple times. Fortunately, his vest protecting vital organs. The attacker, a man in his 30s, died at the scene. Again, the officer is recovering from his injuries, and this entire incident is under investigation.
It's a milestone for Rob Fukuzaki here at ABC7.
Yeah, today we're celebrating your 30th anniversary with the station, and I was actually there with you on day one.
Yes.
It was a great day. Let's take a quick look back at your ABC7 career beginning in 1994.
Today's National Rob Fukuzaki Day. Do you know that? All over the country.
I always wanted to be a sportscaster. Any pointers?
On his first day of weekend duty, we're very proud to welcome Rob Fukuzaki. He is here from Hawaii.
Welcome back to the Sports Zone here on ABC7 HD. Well, hi everybody. Hope you're having a great evening. I'm Rob Fukuzaki live from the Home Depot Center. This is the X Zone.
We really need some help. Are you going to be there for us?
I will be there for you. All of you.
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Ow.
Sorry.
What are we doing?
Well, you know, it's kind of a slow day, guys, in sports. I don't think there's really anything going on. It doesn't get any better for you. You get married this year and also get the back-to-back, huh?
Oh man, it doesn't get any better than that.
All that has happened this year, are you surprised that you are in this position to play for an NBA title?
You talk about this game being one of the more special ones because they just don't give up. And tonight was so typical of them, right?
Because he is called
The big fat guy.
All right, that's our show. Thanks so much for tuning in. All right, that'll do it, sports. Hope to see you tomorrow night. Another Wednesday primetime right here on ABC7. And back here live at Petco Park, Mark and Giovanna, they've been giving these rally towels away the last couple of games here in San Diego. It's a good thing because my allergies have been just killing me down. and they really come in handy. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dejo. I know Dejo was
was working on that. He's my sports producer and my very, very close friend. And I knew he was up to something. Oh my gosh!
This is what you get.
Jiminy Cricket!
Yes, dude.
Oh my gosh! I am so
years.
thankful and really, I'm so grateful. If you told me back in 1994 that I would be celebrating in 2024 my 30th year, I would say, I just want to get to 1995. I mean, I was so nervous coming from Hawaii, and I'm so grateful to my parents, first of all, because, you know, growing up, I wanted to become a sports broadcaster, and there was nobody that looked like me that did this, but they encouraged me, never discouraged me, and it's kind of like times like this, I really, really miss my mom a lot because she was my #1 fan, and thank you to my wife, Cheryl, and Maverick, my son, for all of their love and support. My wife's so understanding because my schedule can be just crazy and hectic at times. She's like, can we plan something? I'm like, I really can't right now. And of course, Alan Nesbitt, the general manager of KBC TV in 1994, and Cheryl Fair, who became the news director in 1994, they took a chance on me, a Japanese American, an Asian American, to do sports in the #1 station, in the #2 market, and I will always be so grateful to them and the entire ABC7 family. Thank you. I mean, it is an honor to be a part of this family that I think is the best station in all of the country. Wow. And it is really, I get a little emotional, but it really is an honor to take those here. And the Disney Corporation. Thank you to our parent company. And tomorrow we're going to celebrate by going to Disneyland. All right. That's more for Maverick, actually. Right. But,
yes, we're honored to work alongside you two.
And all the great people, thank you. You know, Dallas, Javon, and Mark, everybody in the newsroom, Lita here on the floor. We just have really, really good people, and we're very, very fortunate. And I'm very, very thankful just to be a small part of that family.
You have been a major part of that family for 30 years, and we are all extremely glad and proud to work with you.
Thank you, Mark. And you were in that same chair.
Yep.
I was in this chair when you first introduced me. That was,
and your voice was so loud, it went like this.
I know, I'm sorry. The volume was a little high.
Yeah. Rob,
thank you so much.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
Climb's not a morning person or a people person, but he is an I can solve this in 4 different ways person. You need Clem. Clem needs benefits. Work with principals so we can help you with a plan that's right for Clem. Let our expertise round out yours.
Why it had to be a big, bald-headed black man with a slave name named Clem?
To determine about a ride that got stuck at Knott's Berry Farm this week. 22 people were on board the Soul Spin ride Monday when it just stopped mid-cycle. Riders were stuck in the air for nearly 2.5 hours. Mechanics were eventually able to crank the ride down. 2 women were treated and released from the hospital. Cal OSHA's amusement ride and tramway unit is now leading this investigation. Breaking news right now in Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock. We've just learned there has been an arrest in the grisly murder and house fire in Lancaster. Detectives tell us 19-year-old Miguel Sandoval has been arrested for 4 counts of murder. On Saturday, investigators discovered the shooting victims inside the home. 3 people were killed. A 4th was rushed to the hospital and died a day later. A 16-year-old girl was also at the home. She hid and called 911. We are working to learn the motive for the shooting, and we'll bring you updates as we learn them.
Storytellers who live in your community.
Get the costumes happy every day.
Who tell your story.
I wanted to be in the mariachi.
Local doesn't get any closer than this. So welcome to Shoot for Me, Eyewitness News in the community.
So many eager children and families.
Driven by your Southern California Toyota dealers.
The Corolla Cross. This thing is just stylish, great fuel economy. It is the perfect vehicle to take your friends on a nice adventure.
Lease a Corolla Cross for just $279 a month. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go play.
Moments ago, the family of a missing Maui woman holding a rally at Crypto.com Arena as they try to reach out to more people in hopes of finding her.
It has now been 10 days since Hana Kobayashi was last heard from. Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay is live in downtown LA, where her family says there's a dire sense of urgency to find her. Sophie?
Facebook that surveillance video had been obtained by LAPD, showing Hannah around the downtown LA Metro train station near Crypto.com Arena. That video has not been released yet, but it shows Hannah with an unidentified man, and she does not appear to be in good condition, according to her aunt.
And at 10 days, your mind goes to abduction, it goes to trafficking, and to see that train stop, it just causes, we're just terrified. We're terrified.
David and Ellen, these are the double-sided flyers that they will be handing out here until
Storytellers who live in your community.
Get the costumes happy every day.
Who tell your story.
I wanted to be in the mariachi.
Local doesn't get any closer than this. Welcome to the Shoot for Me Eyewitness News in the community.
So many eager children and families.
Driven by your Southern California Toyota dealers.
The Corolla Cross. This thing is just stylish, great fuel economy. It is the perfect vehicle to take your friends on a nice adventure.
Lease a Corolla Cross for just $279 a month. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
And new at 6, Johnny Wachter's final film, American Sonieri, has been completed and submitted to major festivals. The movie is a collaboration among the late actor's friends, and Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay spoke to them about Wachter's legacy.
Real Housewives of LA, Real Housewives of Orange County.
we're getting a peek at the late actor Johnny Wachter's final film, American Sonieri.
It's kind of crazy how much his character mirrored his real life.
The film grapples with loss, forgiveness, and rediscovery. Wachter stars alongside Micah Parker.
In the movie, his character's father has passed away from cancer. In real life, Johnny's father passed away from cancer in 2020. The character deals with some substance abuse, and sobriety was very, very important to him in his real life.
Wachter's love interest is played by Emily Alabi.
There was no separation between him and the character. He was living it, and he encompassed everything.
Daisy De La O's mother says that she's sharing her story now, that the hope that other young women will find the strength to break away from abusive relationships.
LA County homicide detectives worked endlessly on the case, but as Giovanna Lada reports, Daisy's friends and TikTok played a big role in bringing her accused killer to justice.
My daughter's never gonna give me grandkids. I will never be at my daughter's wedding. I will never see my daughter grow.
Susana Salas is broken, a mother grieving her only daughter. Daisy De La O, just 19 years old when she was stabbed to death outside her family's home in Compton in February.
It's been that their sister got killed.
The suspected killer, 25-year-old Victor Sosa, Daisy's ex-boyfriend. Daisy broke up with Sosa about a month before her killing, at least in part, Susanna says, due to some physical abuse. But Susanna adds Sosa texted Daisy that February night.
She got up and she went like this. She's like, I'll be back, okay? I won't take long, I promise. Those were the last words my baby girl told me. She left, she never came back.
Daisy's grandfather tells Eyewitness News he saw Victor Sosa that night peeking in through their window before Daisy left. The next day, Susanna got a call from detectives.
There was a body bag right there. That was my kid. He was holding me, so I fell my legs. It came like jello and I fell to the ground and I started crying, where's my kid? Where's my kid? Where's my kid?
Property manager Juan Tellez found Daisy early the next morning, covered by a roll of carpet.
I find the body right there. I got a blood right here. I got scared when I see the body. Because I never, surprised to me, I never find a body right there. So I get the carpet, oh my God.
Sosa was the immediate suspect but disappeared. LA County Sheriff's detectives tracked every lead, and friends of Daisy launched their own campaign on TikTok. Hashtag Justice for Daisy. Friends put photos of suspect Victor Sosa on blast.
Victor Sosa was on the run, and detectives worked with several agencies to locate him.
The tip that cracked the case, someone recognized Sosa from the Friends social media campaign and spotted him working at a Rosarito bar and nightclub, Papas and Beers.
There's a tourist type of restaurant bar, and based on the information we gathered that had been working there for several weeks.
This guy was living his best life in Rosarito, like he had done nothing. And it's very clear when he's drinking, smoking. This is a person with no conscience. No conscience. For you to murder someone the way he murdered my kid.
Sosa, arrested by police in Rosarito and returned to LA, has pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder. And this security camera video may play a role at trial. Detectives believe it shows Sosa dragging Daisy into that alley. Susanna, grateful to the LA County Sheriff's Department detectives who vowed to hunt down Daisy's killer.
And I remember that he said, don't worry, we're gonna find them. And he said, I promise you, mija, we're gonna find them. I was so afraid that my daughter was gonna be another statistic. Oh, Hispanic girl, Mexican American, got killed by her boyfriend. Wow, you know, and no, it wasn't that way. My daughter's voice counted. My daughter mattered